Ready to take your business to the next level? Scale it with the commerce platform made for entrepreneurs.
Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in the studio, I'm going to show you how to add a chat box to your Streamlabs OBS livestream. Coming up next in this OBS tutorial. To your live stream on Streamlabs OBS is incredibly easy. Over the updates, Streamlabs have made adding a chat box easier and easier. Now, before we add a chat box to Streamlabs OBS, let's go ahead and adjust our settings. So to do this, I like going to the dashboard, which will be this icon now over on the left-hand side that says dashboard, and it will open up a web browser. And then let's go to widgets on the left-hand side. Then the far right will be chat box. Let's go ahead and select this. And if we want to use our chat box on a different program, you will have the URL link right here to which you can copy. So there are multiple different themes for the chat box on here. So I have Twitch selected. You'll also have clean, boxed, Twitch, old school, and chunky. And you can show your moderator badges, show subscriber badges, enable better Twitch TV emotes, enable Franker face emotes, and then for the background color, the color for the chat box will actually be transparent on the live stream. On here, this will just be the background color when you're editing it. And then for the text color, you can change the text color, and this will be affected on your live stream. If you want to make it a little bit larger, a little bit smaller. And for hide message after, I have always selected so always shows the messages. Now, if you don't want the messages to always show up on your live stream, you do have this time frame slider right here. So if you want them to go away after 20 seconds, or it goes, you have a chat delay slider right here, you can adjust all the way up to 6 seconds. Then you can hide specific chatters, or you can hide common chat box. So if you want to hide a specific person from showing up on the chat box, go ahead and enter their name in here, and it's one name per line. Then you can blacklist certain words like puppies, bananas, or kittens, for the example, or you can enable custom HTML, CSS by going to enable. If you're familiar with JavaScript, go ahead and complete this. Once you have everything the way you want, go ahead and press the save settings, close this browser, and go back to Streamlabs OBS. Now let's go under sources and go to the plus icon. On the right hand side, you will see chat box, the third option down. Let's go ahead and select it and go to add source and rename it what you want. Add source. And you're going to see some very familiar settings just in the in-app settings. So like visual settings, your font settings, chatter, and source. And since we're in the in-app settings, we can adjust the width and the height for the chat box in here. So if we want a custom setting, let's go ahead and type one in. Like 400 by 600, that makes it a little bit skinnier. I kind of like that. So once you have everything set up, you go ahead and press done. And you can move your chat box anywhere you want. You can even make it a little bit bigger. So setting up a chat box on Streamlabs OBS is incredibly easy. If this video did indeed help you all, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.
The iPhone 15 is here, and this is a mouse case. We are absolutely...
What do you think looks better today? So you're using about not mention the sponsor, right? You have a lot of things you have to keep. Of course, the feature Streamlabs OBS, and the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are logged in with an account, because you aren't logged in, then Streamlabs OBS actually has no chat to put on top of your game. So because of that, the game overlay function will not work. So right here you see game overlay. Let's click on that and you will be able to enable it when you are logged in. So let's enable it right now. I'm logged in on a dummy account, so I can show you everything right now. And then right here you can see show chat. You can disable or enable that, and then here you see show recent events, and as this right here, the mini feed, this will be recent events. As you see, something like the video nerd has followed. I just followed this dummy account because this is an important thing. When you're done setting this up later in the video, you will see that your recent event feed will probably be just a black box. Now if you already have some recent events right here, then it won't be, but if this right here is empty, then the recent event feed on top of your game will probably be black. So just make a new Twitch account and follow it to test, or ask a friend to follow your account. That way you have something right here and you don't encounter that problem. Now right here you will see toggle positioning mode. When you enable this, you will see that you get your recent events. And your chat, and you can choose the position on your screen, but we're not gonna do it this way. We want to do it in game. That's much better. So let's disable this right here and then click on done, and right now I'm gonna start my game. So there we go. Let me quickly go into a practice range match, and then I'll show you the problem you're going to encounter. So now I'm in game, right? But you don't see your chat or your recent events or anything, even though I enabled it into Streamlabs OBS. Let's alt tab out and go to the settings again, and then to game overlay. And as you see, it's enabled, but we're not seeing it in game. Now the reason for that is something you can find right here on the bottom, and they are saying this overlay may not work with certain games running in exclusive full screen mode. For best results, we recommend running your game in windowed full screen. So let's go back to Overwatch and let's go to the settings. And as you see in the video settings, we are in full screen mode, and you want to change it to borderless windowed if that's an option. Now I hope for you that this is an option, and if it isn't, you will have to be lucky that it actually works with your game. Now another thing you can also do is put it in windowed, click on apply, and then just try to make it full screen that way and play like this with a little bar on top. But I'm gonna change it to borderless windowed right now, and then click on apply. Now let's click on escape, and there we go. Now we're still not seeing it. Trust me, I'm not trying to troll you right here. I'm just trying to show you every problem you might encounter during this setup. So right now we are in borderless windowed, or it might be windowed full screen in your game. That depends. But let's go back to Streamlabs OBS right now and go back to the settings, because right now we need to be able to enable it in our game. Now let's go to hotkeys on the left and then scroll a bit down, and then right here you will see toggle overlay positioning mode and then toggle in-game overlay. Now you want to choose two keybinds right here. I'm gonna choose F9 and then F10, and I'm gonna show you another problem. Now let's click on done. Let's go to Overwatch again. Let's click on escape. I'm gonna click on F9, and as you see right now, I am seeing my stream chat on the screen. but I'm not seeing my recent events. It's a black box. Now, from the moment that I would get a new recent event, that black box right there, I'm pointing, but of course you can't see it, but I'll put an arrow on the screen. The black box that you see right there will be recent followers, recent donations, and from the moment you get one, it will change into a real recent events box. Now, the other problem I was talking about is that right now I want to change the position of this chat, and I set the keybind to F10, but when I click on it, nothing actually happens. It disappears because it's going into another mode, but I can't see it on top of Overwatch. And this depends on the game you're playing. For example, if I'm playing World of Warcraft, I can just press F10, it goes into positioning mode, I can just reposition, press F10 again, it disappears, and then everything is set. But apparently in Overwatch it isn't possible, so I'm gonna show you how to do it if it isn't possible in your game.